You're watching So Awkward. This is Freddy Krueger saying, hi! Ha ha ha, little kitties.
Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
And I'm Jester. We're going to a convention.
A horror convention called Crypticon? Is that what it's called?
I think so, but I was afraid to say it.
I believe it's Crypticon.
Okay.
One of the sponsors of Crypticon is Summit Brewery, a local brewery here in the Twin Cities. And I guess they like our show, so they gave us free passes, press passes, so we could film at the convention. So that's pretty sweet.
I'm not really going to wear this.
You look good. What are our goals?
My goal was to get the day off work.
You got that.
So I've succeeded.
I'm hoping to get Zach Galligan, star of Gremlins, to sign my Gizmo Pop. Or try to get Corey Feldman to sign my Mouth Pop, the character he played in the Goonies. I just bought this pop yesterday with the intention of getting Corey Feldman to sign it. Anyway, let's go check out this convention.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're going to drink Summit beer, remember to drink responsibly and wait until you're 21. A message from So Awkward. Here we are.
What do we do first?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cars are good.
Get it off. But then they'd starve, and that's bad.
I auditioned with
Oh! That is awesome!
Where'd you get that?
It's a Funko.
That is cool. Oh, I've been trying to find one of those. That's awesome.
What do you want?
Eventually, I'm looking for one. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Take it, it's yours.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Corey Feldman's over there. He's charging $40 for an autograph.
What are you going to do?
I'm not going to pay it.
Okay.
Oscar-nominated actor Eric Roberts.
I love Minnesota. I have family here. The Redimuses. They run Camp Birchwood. It's north about 90 miles north of here. Steamboat Lake, Minnesota. Camp Birchwood. It's a cool place.
You're originally from Mississippi?
I'm originally from New Orleans. I lived in Mississippi, I think, for 3 days. The first 3 days of my life. It's a beautiful state.
Who's the best director?
That would be Bob Fosse, hands down.
Star 80?
Star 80, yeah.
It's a good one.
It's a good movie, yeah.
I like, would you say that's your best movie?
Well, it all depends on the audience, you know, what's the best movie, what you like.
My personal favorite is The Ambulance.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something.
I'm a big comic book fan. I saw it with Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee's great.
I'm a big Red Buttons fan. What is it like working with Red Buttons?
Oh, Red was cool. Red was cool. My personal favorite might be Love is a Gun.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Yes. Love is a Gun. It stars me and my wife, Kelly Preston.
Wow. Yes. What's your latest project that you're working on?
Well, you know what? I'm here because my wife loves my fans, so she sends me on these things, and she calls it my giving back. So I'm here to give back to my wife.
Thank you very much, Eric.
You betcha. Have a good day, guys. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you asking questions? I don't even know what's going on.
I'm gonna say, hey, we're here with Frank Conniff, the star of Mystery Science Theater 3000, the cult classic, one of my all-time favorite shows. Comedy inspiration for me.
I mean, it's so much fun.
Say hi.
It's just so much fun.
Shake your hands.
Hi.
Big fan.
Hi, this is Frank Conniff, as he just said, and great to be here on So Awkward. This is very awkward right now. I feel very uncomfortable, and but I feel that way all the time. So I'm glad that there's finally a show called So Awkward that captures the way I interact socially on a daily basis. So good luck with your show, and thanks for stopping by. I'm doing this, I have a podcast called Podhouse 90 where I write original musical comedy radio plays. I've done 3 of them so far. This one is called Dracula Has Risen in the Polls. It stars Trace Beaulieu, excuse me, as Dracula, and it has a great cast including Dana Gould, Eddie Pepitone, Julie Klausner, Lorraine Newman, J. Elvis Weinstein, and also I'm part of this short film that Trace Beaulieu wrote and directed called The Frank, where I play Frankenstein, and it's a music video, and a lot of Mystery Science Theater people were involved in this. Bill Corbett, Mary Jo Pehl, J. Elvis Weinstein. These are all these are here at the table. It's $20, but you can get this at Amazon, and you can download these at frankconniff.com. It's just watching this.
Thank you. Go check it out.
Great. Thank you very much.
But then if they don't turn into horrible creatures, the movie would be pretty dull, wouldn't it? It would be like, so how's it going? I'm taking perfect care of the pets. You are? I am. I'm taking perfect care of the pets. Great. Wow, it's cute. Sure is. You didn't feed him after midnight, did you? Nope. That's not really a good movie to watch. It's a lot better if you set up the rules and then you break them and then you have a really cool movie. Oh, it's jumped in the swimming pool. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I have to blow them up in a movie theater. I'd like to see that. That's cool, I'll watch that. As opposed to, no, they're just sleeping quietly and I'm following the rules perfectly. Gremlins, the world's most boring movie ever.
I was hoping I could sign my gizmo.
Sure, I can sign your gizmo.
Whatever color you think is best.
And you want me to make it to you?
Sure.
What's your name?
My name's Don.
Okay, Don. Let's see. Not a lot of room to work with here, so you're cool with it on the back? Okay.
Anywhere you can draw all over.
All right. It's D-O-N, right? Still want it to look like my signature too, though. Hold on. Make that N a little better. How's that?
Looks good to me.
There you go. Just let it dry.
I watched the ending. I don't know if any of you were over at the screening in Mall of America of Halloween 3 the other night, but I watched part of the ending of that and I thought, oh, come on, man. Get, kick the shit out of this girl, get rid of her, get to the phone and stop the goddamn 3 more days till Halloween and save all the children of this generation. Get on with it. They built me a riding, like a saddle on a platform on top of an ATV with the horse's head in front of it and the mane kind of blowing back in my face. And we are charging across this campus. And I'm screaming, Zena! Zena! Help! And she came to my aid. And they would cut away from the close-up of me doing that to a long shot of a stuntman on a horse, looking like me. And it looked great. And I was stunned that it did. Because I thought, man, does this feel cheesy to me? But it worked.
So that was Crypticon, Minnesota, 2014.
Did you have fun?
I had fun. It was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that makes it more intimate. I mean, you could just go up and talk to the celebrities, whereas at a place like Wizard World, it feels more like they're on a pedestal. You have to go through like ropes to meet people. Whereas there, you just look over, it's like, oh, it's the guy from Gremlins, 2 feet from me. Zach Galligan signed the Gizmo Pop, which is pretty sweet. Signed it to Don, Zach Galligan. He was a really nice guy. We sat in on his panel for a little bit, and he told stories about Gremlins and waxwork. He seemed like a really nice guy, a funny guy. He seemed gracious.
You didn't get Corey's autograph.
Corey.
You're Goonies guy.
Oh, right, Corey. Corey Feldman was charging $40. Also, he had a line out the door.
Seriously.
Down the hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's crazy or anything. I mean, Corey Feldman.
But it was a long line.
It was a long line.
We would have spent the entire time just waiting in that line.
But he's made a bunch of films that were pivotal for my generation growing up. Stand By Me, The Goonies, Lost Boys. He was on the Bad News Bears TV series, which, did you know that was a series?
Nope.
He was on there. I said this to you inside. My question is, at what point did Corey Feldman turn into Michael Jackson? He looked like he was wearing the hat. He looked like, I thought it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Michael Jackson cosplayer. But it was Corey Feldman. Eric Roberts made a second appearance on So Awkward. If you remember last year at Metacon, he signed my chest. Insert clip here.
He yelled at me for the second time in my life. And he also called me baby, which makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And that's very sexist and degrading. I did not enjoy our time with Eric Roberts.
He did invite me to sit down and interview him, which was one of the more awkward moments in my life. Not because of him, because of me. I had nothing prepared. I've never interviewed anybody.
No.
But that was nice of him. He didn't call me baby. Then we met Frank from Mystery Science Theater 3000. That was exciting. He's either the most deadpan comedian or he wanted nothing to do with us. I'm going with deadpan comedian. I think that he was probably funny. And the coolest guy we met was
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. That guy was the best. Hopefully, hey Freddy, if you somehow see this video, send us an email, because we'd love to, do you have a website? We'd love to give you a shout out, because you're super cool. We saw the Tom Atkins panel. I was excited to see Tom Atkins. I'm a fan.
I was excited to realize he was on an episode of Xena.
I knew his panel would be interesting because he's had just a long career and he's worked with so many directors and actors, and I thought he'd have a lot of cool stories. And he did. That was an interesting panel. It was just an old man rambling for an hour, which was great.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks Chip, thanks Summit for
Thank you.
the free passes. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
It was definitely an experience. But now I'm ready to go home.
Okay.
There was a little too much stimulation.
Sure.
You're watching So Awkward. This is Freddy Krueger saying, hi! Ha ha ha, little kitties. Good?
That's perfect.